following is a special presentation from the WTNS Sports Department.
And hello, everyone. I'm Steve Corries, and we're at Mazeroski Field in Cadiz, Ohio. It's District Finals Baseball. It's Ridgewood and Harrison Central. We'll be back with Coach's Corner in a moment. This is High School Tournament Baseball on WTNS Coshocton.
In life, you get what you pay for, and you always look to save a little extra cash. But when it comes to your car, do you really want to cut corners? Or do you want to make sure, in the event of an accident, you get your vehicle fixed the right way? Brillhart's Body Shop will give you the quality, attention to detail, and satisfaction you deserve when getting your vehicle fixed. Give Brillhart's Body Shop a call at 740-622-0121 or stop by 622 Main Street in Coshocton. Advanced Spinal Care and Rehabilitation of Coshocton provides personalized health care that makes a difference. If you've been suffering from neck or back pain, chiropractic care is a non-invasive treatment that can help you feel better. Advanced Spinal Care and Rehabilitation is proud to provide patients with advanced physical medicine. This type of rehabilitation is focused on enhancing and restoring the functional abilities of those suffering from physical impairments. To schedule your appointment, call Advanced Spinal Care and Rehabilitation at 291-8100 or stop by 112 Chestnut Street in Coshocton.
It's time to be thinking about those concrete projects. Coshocton Materials offers ready-mix concrete, precast blocks, and a variety of mason and concrete products. Located on County Road 621 in Coshocton, call today for prices and delivery options at 740-722-9015. That's 740-722-9015.
Claxon Custom Printing and Promotions is a proud supporter of high school athletics.
Contact Casey Claxon or Judd Bone at claxonprinting.com for printed t-shirts, embroidery, and branded promotional products for your booster club or business.
We can also help your team set up an online fundraising store to sell your team apparel to fans across the country.
Visit claxonprinting.com or call 740-623-2145.
Coshocton Regional Medical Center has been proudly recognized as a 2021 Top 100 Hospital in the nation by Fortune and IBM Watson Health. This distinction demonstrates our ongoing commitment to patient-centered care right here in Coshocton. With over 6,000 hospitals in the nation, we are proud of our employees and staff whose hard work and dedication to our patients made us a Top 100 hospital. Coshocton Regional Medical Center, where care matters most.
McWayne Ductile is proud to say they've been part of the Coshocton community since 1910. They manufacture ductile iron pipes, fittings, and utility poles. If you'd like to work for one of Coshocton's top employers, they'd like to talk with you. McWayne Ductile has positions available for production entry level with wages starting at $19.67 per hour and electricians starting at $29.89 per hour. Plus, they offer competitive benefit packages. Please apply online at McWayne.com. McWayne is an equal opportunity employer.
At Jeff Drennan Ford, we are celebrating Memorial Day during the whole month of May by putting more money in your pocket. This month only, you'll get $2,500 minimum for your trade-in. We have the inventory and the financing regardless of your budget or credit history. Visit us to the area's largest selection of quality pre-owned cars under $20,000. Come experience the Jeff Drennan Ford difference at 801 South 2nd Street in Coshocton.
Coach's Corner is brought to you by the Ensley Insurance Agency. For auto, home, business, and life insurance, call 740-622-1111. That's the Ensley Insurance Agency, 433 Walnut Street, Coshocton.
On Coach's Corner, Chad Laney, the head coach of the Ridgewood Generals. Generals come off a big win over Martins Ferry, 3-0 in their last outing. A game that I know concerns you, but I really thought overall you played pretty well.
Yeah, we did. We were able to get a run early on. Add one again in the third, there again in the sixth to get a little bit more of a cushion. And was able to hold on, and Chase Booth threw a great game for us on the mound.
You know, the one thing I wanted to mention in regards to Chase Booth was the fact that it just seemed like all night long he was pitching from ahead, which makes things a lot easier, I know, for one of the coaches as well as the infield.
Yeah, one of the things that allows him to be successful is when he goes out there and attacks the zone, doesn't go deep in counts. You know, he was able to finish that game with around 82 to 84 pitches. So he attacked early, stayed ahead, and was able to get some outs and get us the win.
You know, I thought the other thing was getting on the board first, right off the get-go in that first inning. You know, you got to run, maybe not the most conventional way, but got you up 1-0. And I tend to think that kind of relaxes you, especially when you get to the district tournament.
It does. It's nice to be the home team or the away team, especially when you can add on early. It takes pressure off of you, like you said, and it kind of puts more pressure on them from a pitching standpoint and also from an offensive standpoint. So, you know, in our first 3 games that we've played, we've been able to get out early on and maintain that lead.
All right, today you're at Harrison Central. This is a game that was originally scheduled to be played down at Indian Valley. Very seldom do you see a team, especially when you get to the district finals, getting a home game, but basically kind of walk us through what happened there.
You know, we're just kind of eyeballing the forecast. Coach Valeska and I spoke this morning, and back toward Indian Valley, there was some chance of storms throughout the day and into the early evening. And the weather's not the same all over the state of Ohio. So when we look down here, you know, down this way, it looked a little bit better until the later hours. So, you know, we kind of discussed it. We figured some things out, and I just figured, listen, if we're going to go play somewhere, the facility is beautiful. It's going to be a nice night for it. So nothing against Indian Valley. We just kind of played the weather game, and that brought us to this point.
All right, let's talk about Harrison Central, a team that comes in, I guess, with a record of around 20 wins, 8 losses. Obviously a 3 seed and a good baseball team.
Yeah, they do things the right way. You know, we're kind of familiar with Harrison Central. We played them last year in the sectional final. Normally we play them throughout the regular season as well. We didn't have a chance to this year. But, you know, they do a very good job. They play the game fundamentally, so I expect a pretty good game tonight.
All right, who you sending to the mound?
We got Andy. Andy's going to go for us. You know, he's a senior that we've relied on to throw us. I think he's thrown around 38 innings so far this year. Chase got us to this point. He passed the ball off to the next guy. Now we're going to hand it over to Andy. We got Trent in relief. We got Gabe in relief. And we got everybody else we need to throw.
All right. Good luck here this evening.
All right. Thanks, Coos.
All right. We'll be back with a pregame. This is high school baseball on WTNS Coshocton.
Coach's Corner has been brought to you by the Endsley Insurance Agency, 433 Walnut Street in Coshocton. Call the Endsley Insurance Agency at 740-622-1111 or go to endsleyagency.com.
We're back, and the starting lineups are brought to you by Bradford Financial Group in Coshocton. First, we'll go with the 15-11 Ridgewood Generals. They'll be the visitors here this afternoon. Leading off and playing shortstop will be Trent Warden. Batting second in center field, Gabe Tingle. Hitting third and at first base, Chase Booth. Batting fourth in left field, Alex Strout. Batting fifth the DH, Colby Maslowski. Josiah Kay will be the right fielder. Batting sixth, Colin Smith, the third baseman. Batting seventh, the pitcher, Andy Troyer. Hitting eighth, the catcher, Aiden Troyer. And batting ninth, the second baseman, Xander Stroup. Now for the home team, the Huskies of Harrison Central. They come in with a record of 20-8. Leading off and playing right field will be Tucker Snyder. Batting second and playing second base will be Jace Madzai. Hitting third and catching will be Tristan Nemeth. Batting fourth, the shortstop, Caden Jarosco. Batting fifth and playing third base, Caleb Blowett. Batting sixth and playing first base will be Cabot Arbaugh. Batting seventh, the left fielder, Trey Rex. Hitting eighth and playing center field will be Jonathan Vermillion. And batting ninth will be the pitcher, Trace Rudder. Trace Rudder, the pitcher for Harrison Central. And for Ridgewood, it will be Andy Troyer on the mound for the Generals here this afternoon. The starting lineups have been brought to you by Bradford Financial Group, located in Coshocton. We'll be back in a moment and get things started. This is high school tournament baseball on WTNS Coshocton.
At Jeff Drennan Ford, we are celebrating Memorial Day during the whole month of May by putting more money in your pocket. This month only, you'll get $2,500 minimum for your trade-in. We have the inventory and the financing regardless of your budget or credit history. Visit us to the area's largest selection of quality pre-owned cars under $20,000. Come experience the Jeff Drennan Ford difference at 801 South 2nd Street in Coshocton.
Hi, this is Jamie from Witt's Frozen Custard. Have you had your Wits fixed this season? Each day you can choose from chocolate, vanilla, our daily flavor, or our weekly flavor, with over 20 toppings to choose from. Hit a home run with your favorite custard flavor or lunch special for $5 or less. While you're here, check out our to-go freezer loaded with quarts, pints, frozen custard cakes, and Witties. Witt's Frozen Custard is open Monday through Saturday from 11 to 8 and Sunday noon to 8.
If you own a farm, you know that a one-size-fits-all insurance policy isn't a smart way to do business. I'm John Iannello, your American National Insurance agent in Coshocton, Holmes, and surrounding counties. American National can provide you with a flexible farm package that allows you to customize a policy to match your individual needs. Call me at 740-295-9460 because while you know your business, we know how to help insure it.
R.J. Wright & Sons is proud of the fact that they continue to be a locally owned family business. R.J. Wright & Sons is an industry leader in providing complete residential and commercial fuel needs. They offer a full line of ag diesel, lubricants, and gasoline. You can't go wrong with the right fuel. R.J. Wright & Sons is truly a full-service company with competitive pricing and great customer service. Call R.J. Wright & Sons at 740-498-6236 or 1-800-BP-FUELS or stop by one of R.J. Wright & Sons' 3 locations in New Comerstown, New Philadelphia, or Caldwell.
At Village Motors, we take great pride in our product, and we have 2 new models in stock that we're very excited about. Hi, this is Deke Miller, and the full-size Ford Bronco has finally arrived. It is built Ford tough, and it just screams Bronco when you look at it. The Jeep Wrangler will now have a great competitor for years to come. It is the real deal, and you need to see it and drive it for yourself. Also, the Grand Cherokee Extended Length L model has arrived. The first third-seat option for the Grand Cherokee, it combines luxury and off-road capability with the ability to carry 7 passengers. Stop out soon to see the Bronco and the Grand Cherokee L at Village Motors in Millersburg.
And we're back at Mazeroski Field in Cadiz, Ohio. It's high school tournament baseball district finals. The winner of this game moves on to play the winner of Northmore Liberty Union. That game is scheduled, at least at this point, to be played at Mount Vernon. So the winner of tonight's game moves on in the tournament. As mentioned earlier, Ridgewood comes in with a record of 15-11 on the season. Harrison Central comes in with a record of 20-8. In case you're wondering, this game was originally scheduled to be played at Indian Valley, but due to inclement weather, the potential was greater to get the ball game in here. Coach Laney agreed to the switch, and they will play actually at the home field of Harrison Central, which is, especially for district final baseball, very unusual, but that's the way it is working out here this afternoon. Pitchers in the ball game will be Trace Rutter going for Harrison Central, and Ridgewood will have Andy Troyer on the mound for the Generals. Right now, temperatures are right around 72, 73 degrees, and the good news is there's no rain, and we're hoping that we can get this thing in before we have any precipitation here this afternoon. One thing about this field, it's a turf field, so it'll take the water a lot easier than a standard baseball field might. So the throw goes down to second base, and we're just about ready to get things underway here from Mazeroski Field, home of the Harrison Central Huskies. Stepping in the batter's box was going to be number 14. That's Trent Warden. He's the shortstop. Warden standing in. Trace Rutter's first pitch is going to be just a high ball 1. 1 ball the count. Stepping in, Warden, a .253 hitter, squares around again. This time it's called strike one. 1 ball, 1 strike. Warden on the season has 3 doubles to his credit. He's also has only 3 RBIs, but he's a leadoff hitter. Ball is fouled back over our heads. Count is now 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nobody out, just underway from Harrison Central. Pitch on the way, swung on, hit into the gap in left center field. Left fielder cruising over, makes the catch for out number 1. So a fly ball to left retires Warden, and that'll bring up the center fielder, Gabe Tingle. Tingle comes in with a batting average of 268 on the season. Has 2 doubles to his credit and has driven in 10 from the number 2 hole. Left-handed hitter. Rudder winds and delivers. Pitch is bounced towards second. Second baseman gobbles it up. Quick throw to first in time. So a fly ball to left and a ground ball to second have 2 outs, and that'll bring up the first baseman, Chase Booth. Booth comes in .310 on the season, has 7 doubles, a triple, a home run to his credit, has driven in 18. He leads the club in practically all offensive categories. Booth also pitched a gem in his last outing as he defeated Martins Ferry 3-0. Rutter's pitch on the way. That's going to be a little inside, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs here in the top half of inning number 1. It's Ridgewood and Harrison Central for the district championship. Pitch on the way. That's going to be it's going to be on the corner. Pitch on the way is bouncing ball foul down the third base side. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1-2 the count. 2 outs. Top half of inning number 1. Chase Booth standing in. Trace Rudder winds and delivers. Pitch is hit high in the air. Shortstop calls everybody off and makes the play, and that retires the side. For Ridgewood, 3 up, 3 down, nothing across. We go to the bottom of the first, no score. This is high school tournament baseball in WTNS, Coshocton.
R.J. Wright & Sons is proud of the fact that they continue to be a locally owned family business. R.J. Wright & Sons is an industry leader in providing complete residential and commercial fuel needs. They offer a full line of ag diesel, lubricants, and gasoline. You can't go wrong with the right fuel. R.J. Wright & Sons is truly a full-service company with competitive pricing and great customer service. Call R.J. Wright & Sons at 740.
We take great pride in our product, and we have 2 new models in stock that when you look at it. The Jeep Wrangler will now have a great competitor for years to come. It is the real deal, and you need to see it and drive it for yourself. Also, the Grand Cherokee Extended Length L model has arrived. The first 3rd seat option for the Grand Cherokee, it combines luxury and off-road capability with the ability to carry 7 passengers. Stop out soon to see the Bronco and the Grand Cherokee L at Village Motors in Millersburg.
Advanced Spinal Care and Rehabilitation of Coshocton provides personalized health care that makes a difference. If you've been suffering from neck or back pain, chiropractic care is a non-invasive treatment that can help you feel better. Advanced Spinal Care and Rehabilitation is proud to provide patients with advanced physical medicine. This type of rehabilitation is focused on enhancing and restoring the functional abilities of those suffering from physical impairments. To schedule your appointment, call Advanced Spinal Care and Rehabilitation at 291-8100 or stop by 112 Chestnut Street in Coshocton.
Tucker Snyder leading off for Harrison Central, and the first pitch is outside, ball 1. Tucker Snyder, the right fielder, leading it off. First with nobody out, and that'll bring up the number 2 hitter. Jace Madzai steps in. He's the second baseman. Where's number 4? Snyder getting a lead down at first base. Snap throw over and in the dirt, but blocked nicely by Chase Booth. And they'll go over and talk to Troyer. He's trying to calm him just a bit. He opens the game by hitting Snyder. And a pickoff attempt was in the dirt. Ridgewood has Smith at third. Warden is the shortstop. At second base is Xander Straub. First base, Chase Booth. Pitch on the way, swung on, fouled, back into the screen, count even at 1-1. Andy Troyer getting the start here this evening for Ridgewood. Troyer comes in with a 5-1 record and a 1.13 ERA, so he's been effective for Ridgewood. Pitch on the way, it's a check swing, slow ground ball to short. Warden quickly to second for one, relay to first in time. That's a double play, and they turn it nicely. Go 6-4-3 if you're scoring, and there's 2 outs, and that will bring up the number 3 hitter, Tristan Nemeth. He's the catcher. Where's number 11? They're just going to put him on. Comes in with a
shortstop, number 2, Caden Jarosco.
Nemeth comes in. He's an outstanding hitter, and Ridgewood shows their respect by just putting him on right away. So he gets the intentional walk, has a lead at first. Pitch is high, ball 1 to Jarosco. Caden Jarosco, the shortstop, standing in. Troyer takes a look. Pitch on the way, and that's going to be just a high and tight as well. 2 balls, no strikes. Bottom half of inning number 1. No score, Ridgewood and Harrison Central. Troyer out of the stretch, and pitch is swing and a miss, strike 1. Took a big cut at it, but couldn't come up with it. Count now 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. 2 outs, bottom of the first inning. Troyer checks the runner. Pitch on the way, swung on, hit high, back over our heads, foul ball. Count now even at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner at first base for Harrison Central. Lead at first. Pitch on the way, swing and a miss, strike 3, and that retires the side. In the inning, no runs, no hits. There was a hit batsman and a walk. No errors and 1 runner left. We've played 1, no score. This is high school tournament baseball.
What you pay for. And you always look to save a little extra cash. But when it comes to your car, do you really want to cut corners? Or do you want to make sure, in the event of an accident, you get your vehicle fixed the right way? Brillhart's Body Shop will give you the quality, attention to detail, and satisfaction you deserve when getting your vehicle fixed. Give Brillhart's Body Shop a call at 740-622-0121 or Station of Coshocton provides personal better. Advanced Spinal Care and Rehabilitation is proud to provide patients with advanced physical medicine. This type of rehabilitation is focused on enhancing and restoring the functional abilities of those suffering from physical impairments. To schedule your appointment, call Advanced Spinal Care and Rehabilitation at 291-8100 or stop by 112 Chestnut Street in Coshocton.
It's time to be thinking about those concrete projects. Coshocton Materials offers ready-mix concrete, precast blocks, and a variety of mason and concrete products. Located on County Road 621 in Coshocton, call today for prices and delivery options at 740-722-9015. That's 740-722-9015.
Top of the second. Left fielder Alex Straub leading off for Ridgewood. Curveball catches the inside corner, strike 1. Alex Straub standing in. 329 hitter on the season, 16 RBIs to his credit, and a couple doubles. Pitch is going to be high and outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Top half of inning number 2. No score here this afternoon.
Put your bitch in to sit down.
Pitch on the way is going to be outside. That's going to be 2 balls and a strike. 2 balls, 1 strike. Straub delivers. That's going to be on the corner, called strike. 2-1 the count. Pitch on the way outside. Now 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike. Nobody out. Count is full, 3-2. Alex Straub. Umbrella's popping up. Pitch is fouled back into the screen. Count remains full, 3-2. Full count, 3-2. Pitches swing and a miss, strike 3. One out now, and that'll bring up the DH, Colby Maslowski. Maslowski standing in. He's the designated hitter. First pitch is going to be on the corner, strike 1. Maslowski, a .246 hitter, has a couple home runs to his credit and 8 RBIs. So Maslowski waiting on the 0-1. Pitch is grounded into the hole and into left field. The first hit of the game for the Generals goes to Colby Maslowski, so he's aboard with 1 out, and that'll bring up inning in. Left-handed hitter. Stretch. 14 RBIs, left-handed hitter. Maslowski with the lead down at first base. Pitch on the way, swung. One ball, one strike, 1 out. Pitch on the way, holds up, and it's a little too low. 2 balls and a strike. Swung on, hit it's in the left field, a base hit. Hitting the other way, and Colin Smith has a base hit. Now Ridgewood has runners at first and second with only 1 out, and that'll bring up the pitcher, Andy Troyer.
Now batting the pitcher, number 10, Andy Troyer.
So Andy Troyer, .209 hitter on the season. Knocked in 9, right-handed hitter. Hits by Maslowski and Colin Smith, both in the same spot on the left side of the infield. That put Ridgewood with runners at first and second. Pitch on the way, that's going to be a strike. 1 strike on Troyer. 1 out, 2 runners aboard. Ridgewood trying to strike first here in the second inning. Pitch on the way. It's going to be just off the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. 2 runners aboard for Ridgewood in the top half of inning number 2. Checks and delivers. That's going to be high. 2 balls and a strike. 2 balls, 1 strike. Right-handed hitter Andy Troyer standing in. Pitch on the way. That's going to be a called strike 2. Good pitch down the center of the plate. So even at 2-2. Aiden Troyer, the catcher, waiting on deck for Ridgewood. Maslowski a decent lead down at second. Smith lead at first. 2-2 pitch on the way, way outside. The Harrison Central catcher, Tristan Nemeth, throws a strike down to second, but Maslowski able to dive back in safely. Count full, 3-2. Runners at first and second. 1 out here in the inning. Full count pitch. Swung on, hit high in the air in the infield. Third baseman calls everybody off. Maslowski has to retreat. Shortstop moves over behind the third baseman to make the play. So 2 outs now, and that'll bring up the catcher, Aiden Troyer.
Now batting the catcher.
Right around the same average as Andy Troyer. Troyer will try to get those runners. His pitch is hit in the air to left. Left fielder drifting back. He has room. He makes the catch, and that retires. We go to the
care and rehabilitate invasive treatment that can help you feel better. Advanced Spinal Care and Rehabilitation is proud to provide patients with advanced physical medicine. This type of rehabilitation is focused on enhancing and restoring the functional abilities of those suffering from physical impairments. To schedule your appointment, call Advanced Spinal Care and Rehabilitation at 291-8100 or stop by 112 Chestnut Street in Coshocton.
It's time to be thinking about those concrete projects. Coshocton Materials offers ready-mix concrete, precast blocks, and a variety of mason and concrete products. Located on County Road 621 in Coshocton, call today for prices and delivery options at 740-722-9015. That's 740-722-9015.
Claxon Custom Printing and Promotions is a proud supporter of high school athletics.
Contact Casey Claxon or Judd Bone at claxonprinting.com for printed t-shirts, embroidery, and branded promotional products for your booster club or business.
We can also help your teams.
740-623-2145.
And we're back and just about ready to resume the play. The Warehouse Steakenstein is proud to sponsor today's Player of the Game. Today's Player of the Game will receive a gift certificate for a famous Warehouse cheeseburger and order their legendary onion rings. This is courtesy of Warehouse Steakenstein in Roscoe Village. Leading off in the bottom of the second will be Caleb Blowett. He's the third baseman, right-handed hitter. Smith in on the cut of the grass at third base. Pitch on the way is swing and a miss, strike one. Little slider by Troyer. He catches him swinging, so one strike the count. Pitch on the way. That's going to be inside and low. 1 ball, 1 strike. One and one the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nobody out. We're in the bottom of the second inning. No score from Mazeroski Field in Cadiz, Ohio. Pitch on the way, swung on, bouncing ball up the middle. Warden dives, can't get it, and it's going to go as a base hit. So Blowett gets a base hit. So first runner's aboard, and that'll bring up Cabot Arball, the first baseman. Right-handed hitter, wears number 18. So first hit of the ball game for Harrison Central. Big first baseman Arball standing in. Good lead at first base for Blowett. Smith was creeping in. Pitches hit hard to second baseman. Got it. Quick throw to second. Warden turns it over. 4-3. That would be this time second baseman to the shortstop, and the relay to first doubles him up. So 2 outs now. And Trey Rex will step to the plate.
Number 1, Trey Rex.
So Rex, the left fielder, wears number 1. Left-handed hitter standing in. So 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. Left fielder on the run. He's not going to get it. It's over his head, and it's gone to the wall. Rounding first base is Rex. He heads to second. Throw comes in. He's in the second with a stand-up double. So Rex going the opposite way, lines a double over the left fielder's head, and cruises into second with a 2-base hit. So that'll bring up Jonathan Vermillion, the center fielder. So good swing by the left-hand hitting Rex as he just lined it over the left fielder's head. So runner at second with 2 outs. Pitch on the way, curve stays high. 1 ball, no strikes. Harrison Central with 2 hits in the inning. Swing and a miss, swings through it. Count 1 ball, 1 strike. Andy Troyer working out of the stretch. Rex with the lead at second. 1 and 2 with 2 outs here in the bottom of the second inning. Count even at 2 and 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner at second base. Troyer's pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Retires the 7. 1 runner left. We move to the third inning. The score remains no score. This is high school baseball on WTNS Coshocton.
And utility poles. If you'd like to work for one of Coshocton's top employers, they'd like to talk with you. McWayne Ductil has positions available for production super. Apply online at McWayne.com. McWayne is an equal opportunity employer.
Life is full of uncertainties. What happens to your assets after you pass away shouldn't be one of them. At Raymond James Financial Services, we offer a transfer on death agreement that allows your estate to be held in a brokerage account, so it avoids the probate process and goes directly to your heirs. To find out how to make things easier for your loved ones, call financial advisor Shane Pyle at 622-3110, located in Coshocton. Raymond James Financial Services, member FINRA SIPC. Life well planned.
Lone Star Fire Protection and Security is Coshocton's go-to for all your commercial and residential security systems, fire prevention equipment, and generator installation and service. If you need a security system and don't know where to start, let Lone Star help. If your business needs a state fire inspection or fire prevention equipment, Lone Star can help. If you need a home standby generator or a portable generator, Lone Star can help. For the best service and prices, call Lone Star Fire Protection and Security at 740-824-8005 or stop by 112 East Main Street in Warsaw.
And we move to the top half of the third inning. Xander Straub leads it off. He's a 288 hitter, and he puts down a perfect bunt down the third baseline, beats it out for a base hit. So Ridgewood, and they got him. A snap throw, and he got him before he got back in, so he's going to be retired. Two to the first, the catcher to the first baseman, and one out. And that was a rope down to first base. Pitch is going to be strike one. 1 ball, 1 strike. Third baseman Blowett is moving in, expecting the bunt. Pitch is hit right by the third baseman and for a base hit. So Warden, that'll bring up Tingle. Tingle grounded to second his first trip to the plate. So with one out, Ridgewood has a runner at first base. Tingle, left-handed hitter. 265 hitter. Pitch on the way. That's going to be strike one. Trace Rudder on the mound for Harrison Central in his third inning of work. Pitch on the way. That's going to be called strike two. So one on the inside part of the plate. That one right at the knees. So 0-2 the count. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runner at first base, Trent Warden. Pitch on the way. That's going to be a little bit outside and low. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Winner of this game moves on to the regional, and that would be between Northmore and Liberty Union. Game being played. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Throw down to second, and not in time. He's going to get a stolen base. Tingle's a strikeout victim. Second out. Second strikeout for Rudder, and that'll bring up Chase Booth. But they have a runner at second now, and Warden, who gets the stolen base. So 2 outs now with a runner down at second. Booth standing in. He popped to the shortstop his first trip to the plate. Booth trying to deliver the half of inning number 3. Ridgewood trying to get the first run of the game across. Rudder winds in, delivers way up high and outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. One ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runner down at second base, Trent Warden for Ridgewood. Rudder checks the runner. And the 1-1. Going to be up high, 2 balls and a strike. 2-1 the count. 2 outs, but runner in scoring position down at second base. Second baseman over near the bag, so that right side of the infield wide open. Pitch on the way. Calls 1 strike. Alex Straub waiting on deck. 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Pitches his curveball. That's going to be high and tight. Ball 4, so he draws a base on balls. So puts runners at first and second. Brings up Alex Straub.
Now batting left fielder, number 15.
Number 15, he's the left fielder. Was, as mentioned, a strikeout victim his first trip to the plate. Rudder checks and delivers. That's going to be a strike. No, it isn't. It's going to be outside. Looked like it might have caught a piece of the plate. Umpire says no. 1 ball, no strikes. Swing and a miss. Strike one. 1 ball, 1 strike. Ridgewood with 4 hits. Warden, good lead down at second. 1-1 pitch. Little high, 2-1. Ridgewood with runners at first and second. Trace Rudder trying to work out of the jam. 2-1 pitch on the way. It's curveballs popped up. Pitcher's calling everybody off and makes the catch to retire the side. So in the inning, no runs. There was a pair of hits.
Hi, this is Jamie from the Coshocton Coffee Connection. If you want to get out of the office for lunch, the Coffee Connection welcomes you to dine in with us or use our convenient drive-thru. Try our Turkey Bacon Club, BLT, grilled cheese, or a chicken salad or egg salad sandwich on a croissant. Don't forget to pair it with your favorite hot, frozen, or iced drink. On Mondays, all breakfast sandwiches are half off, and every Wednesday, all drinks, all sizes are half priced. Stop by the Coshocton Coffee Connection or call your order in at 623-3234.
The Inslee Agency is proud to be a part of this high school sports broadcast. We support the student athletes on the team and the students in all extracurricular activities. Hi, I'm Todd Inslee. In fact, your good student may qualify for discounted auto insurance rates. We can provide you with homeowners insurance and life insurance from Auto Owners Insurance. Insure both with us and save even more. For a no-obligation quote on auto, homeowners, or life insurance from Auto Owners Insurance, call the Inslee Agency at 622-1111.
At Village Motors, we take great pride in our product, and we have 2 new models in stock that we're very excited about. Hi, this is Deke Miller, and the full-size Ford Bronco has finally arrived. It is built Ford tough, and it just screams Bronco when you look at it. The Jeep Wrangler will now have a great competitor for years to come. It is the real deal, and you need to see it and drive it for yourself. Also, the Grand Cherokee Extended Length L model has arrived. The first third-seat option for the Grand Cherokee, it combines luxury and off-road capability with the ability to carry 7 passengers. Stop out soon to see the Bronco and the Grand Cherokee L at Village Motors in Millersburg.
Stepping the place will be the pitcher, Trace Rudder. First pitch is a swinging strike, so strike 1 on Rudder. Here we're in the bottom half of inning number 3. 1 strike pitch, stays a little inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. No score as we move to the bottom of the 1-1 pitch is going to be down 2 balls and a strike. Two balls, 1 strike, nobody out. Bottom of the 3rd inning. Pitch on the way, swung and line to left field. Let's see if it gets down. It is. It's inside the line all the way to the wall. Rounding first is Rudder. He's cruising in at second with nobody out. Hit number 3 for Harrison Central, and that'll bring up the top of the order, Tucker Snyder's. Doubles down the line in left field. Squaring to bunt. That ball's thrown all the way over the pitcher's head. The throw goes down. It doesn't go to through, so it went over the. So Harrison Central with a runner at third, and Chad Laney's going to stroll to the mound. Just wants to settle everybody down and get back where they need to be. The Warehouse Steakenstein is proud to sponsor today's Player of the Game. Today's Player of the Game will receive a gift certificate for a famous Warehouse cheeseburger and order of their legendary onion rings. This is courtesy of Warehouse Steakenstein in Roscoe Village. And pitch is swung on, line to the gap in left center field. Tingle on the run, makes the catch. Throws coming in. Let's see if they can score. It's going to be close. He dives. He's safe. Just got in. Great effort, but manages to score on the sacrifice fly as Trace Rudder, and Harrison Central has the first run of the game. They lead it 1-0. Throw was just a bit up the line, but a good play nonetheless by center fielder Tingle. Got the throw in, but the sacrifice fly is good. 1-0 Harrison Central leads. And stepping in, bottom of the 3rd inning, and Harrison Central gets the first run of the game. They lead it 1-0. Pitch on the way. That ball's hammered to deep left field. Now he's heading back near the wall. He looks up. It's gone. A home run for Jace Madzai. Put a charge in it, but when it goes over about the 3:45 mark, and Harrison Central now leads it 2-0. So Madzai puts a charge into that one. And it's now 2-0. So a solo home run, and Harrison Central has struck for 2 runs here in the bottom half of inning number 3 to take a 2-0 lead. There's one out, and that'll bring up the catcher, Tristan Nemeth. Let's see if they pitch to him this time.
Now batting the catcher, number 11, Tristan Nemeth.
So Nemeth standing in. Big right-handed hitter. Pitch is going to be a little inside, ball 1. 2-0 our score. Sacrifice fly and a home run has given Harrison Central the lead. That ball's fouled straight back over our heads. Count now 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Base is empty, but 2 runs in for Harrison Central. Pitch on the way, swung on, ground ball is dropped down by Warden. Warden comes up with it, snap throw across, is just in time to get him. They want to say he pulled his foot off the bag, but they're going to say it was a swipe thing, so he's going to be retired short to first for the second out of the inning. And that'll bring up Caden Jarosco.
Now batting shortstop, number 2, Caden Jarosco.
Jarosco, a strikeout victim, his first trip to the plate. Pitch on the way, stays high, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Nobody on base, 2 outs here in the bottom of the third, but 2 runs in for Harrison Central. Pitch on the way, is fouled right back into the screen. Count is even at 1-1. 2-1 the count. Pitch on the way, swing and a miss. Strike 2, 2-2. On the cleanup hitter for Harrison Central. Troyer's pitch. It stays outside. Count full at 3-2. Caleb Blowett waiting on deck. Count full at 3-2. 2 outs. Troyer pitches on the way. Ball's hit high in the air towards left field. Left fielder drawing a bead on it. And makes the catch, and that retires the side. But in the inning, Harrison Central gets 2 big runs. They have 2 hits. There are no errors and no one left. We move to the 4th inning. The score now, Harrison Central 2, Ridgewood nothing. We'll be back. This is high school tournament baseball on WTNS, Coshocton.
Coshocton Regional Medical Center has been proudly recognized as a 2021 Top 100 hospital in the nation by Fortune and IBM Watson Health. This distinction demonstrates our ongoing commitment to patient-centered care right here in Coshocton. With over 6,000 hospitals in the nation, we are proud of our employees and staff whose hard work and dedication to our patients made us a Top 100 hospital. Coshocton Regional Medical Center, where care matters most.
At Village Motors, we take great pride in our product, and we have 2 new models in stock that we're very excited about. Hi, this is Deke Miller, and the full-size Ford Bronco has finally arrived. It is built Ford tough, and it just screams Bronco when you look at it. The Jeep Wrangler will now have a great competitor for years to come. It is the real deal, and you need to see it and drive it for yourself. Also, the Grand Cherokee Extended Length L model has arrived. The first 3rd seat option for the Grand Cherokee, it combines luxury and off-road capability with the ability to carry 7 passengers. Stop out soon to see the Bronco and the Grand Cherokee L at Village Motors in Millersburg.
Moving into the top of the 4th for Ridgewood will be the designated hitter, Colby Maslowski, standing in. He had a base hit to left field his first trip to the plate. Rudder winds and delivers. It's a slow curveball called strike 1. 1 strike the count. Top of the 4th inning. Harrison Central got 2 in the bottom of the 3rd to take the lead. Their ball's slammed to the left center field. Left fielder on the run, moving over, leaps up, makes the catch. I think the ball carried a little bit more than expected, but he makes the play. So 1 out here in the fourth.
Now batting third baseman, number 9, Colin Smith.
That'll bring up the third baseman, Colin Smith. Smith had a base hit his first trip to the plate, slapped the ball into left field for a hit. So he stands in here in the top of the fourth with 1 out. Rutter's pitch, curveball way outside, 1 ball, no strikes. Top of the fourth inning. Infield in at third. Pitch, that's going to be a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Third baseman really playing in about 5 or 6 steps on the grass. Expecting possibility of a bunt. The 1-1 pitch is fouled down the left side now to play. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 out here. Ridgewood has the bullpen up. 1-2 to Colin Smith. Pitch on the way. Just a bit high and outside. Count even at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out in the inning. Pitch. Swing, ground ball, foul down the first base line. Count stays at 2-2. Ridgewood comes in with a 15-11 record, but have played well over the past 3 weeks. The 2-2 pitch on the way is going to be on the corner, just a bit outside. Count 3-2. Full count on Colin Smith. Pitch swung on, fouled back into the screen again. Count remains full, 3-2. Top of the fourth inning. Harrison Central with a 2-0 lead. Full count pitch on the way is fouled again down the left side now to play. So we'll do it again at 3-2. Three balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Rutter winds and delivers. The pitch is going to be outside, ball 4, so he works a walk. Second walk in the ball game for Rutter, and that'll bring up Andy Troyer. Troyer, the pitcher, popped to short his first trip to the plate. Andy Troyer, the hitter. 209, as we mentioned, game time average. Pitch on the way, little looper towards second. Right fielder coming on a dead run and makes the catch for out number 2. Ball hung up a bit, and Troyer's retired to a fly ball to right. So 2 outs now, and that'll bring up Aiden Troyer. Troyer came in starting the game at 2:08. He's the catcher. Right-hander here standing in with 2 outs. Colin Smith down at first base. Smith a good lead at first. Rutter's pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1. Good pitch on the up and outside a little bit. 2 outs. Runner at first base here in the top of the fourth inning. Checks the runner. The 1 strike pitch, that's high. 1 ball, 1 strike. One ball, 1 strike. 2 outs, runner at first base. Trace Rutter, and Troyer will step out, and we'll do it again. Both teams with 4 hits in the ball game, but Harrison Central had the big home run by Madzai. Good lead at first. Pitch is in the dirt, so count is now 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. Two outs here in the top half of inning number 4. We're at Mazeroski Field in Cadiz, Ohio for this district final championship game. Pitch is going to be high outside now, 3-1. Xander Stroup waiting on deck. 3 balls, 1 strike. 2 out, and runner at first. Pitch, that's going to be ball 4 inside. So he's walked his second one in the inning, third of the game. Now Ridgewood with runners at first and second with 2 outs, and that'll bring up Straub. Straub had a base hit his first trip to the plate. So 2 big walks here in the inning, 3 in the game for Trace Rudder. Straub will try to get something going for the Generals. Pitch on the way. It's going to be outside, ball 1. So all of a sudden having a difficult time finding the strike zone. One ball the count. Checks the runners and delivers. That's going to be a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Taking all the way was Xander Straub. One ball, 1 strike. 2 outs, but 2 on for Ridgewood in the top of the 4th. Pitch is swung on and missed. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So Trace Rudder got now ahead in the count, 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. Trace Rudder out of the stretch. Gets a sign. Looks back at second base. Runner's moving. 1-2 pitch. His throw down to third. Not in time. And he's going to get a stolen base. And not moving behind him was Aiden Troyer. So he's still at first. So he must have, I'm going to believe he missed that sign. A double steal was probably on. So count now is 2-2, but runners at the corners at first and third. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs. Runners at first and third. Pitch on the way as ball dropped between the first baseman, catcher, and the pitcher. So it's 2-2, and we'll do it again. Xander Straub, the hitter. Smith with a lead at third. Pitches in the dirt. Full count, 3-2. So Trace Rudder trying to get it done for Harrison Central, but Ridgewood knocking on the door, trying to get a run home here in the top half of inning number 4. 2-0, Harrison Central out in front. Rudder checks now. Stepping out is going to be Straub. Count full, 3-2. 2 outs. Pitch on the way. Swung on a little looper to right center field. It's going to get down. That's going to be a hit, and it's going to the wall. It's might score 2. Here comes Troyer rounding third. They're going to wave him home. The throw to the plate is not in time. We're tied at 2. A big 2-run double by Xander Straub to the alley in right center field, and he moved to third on the throw to the plate. So Ridgewood has tied the ball game with a big double and are moving to third base on the throw to the plate. So scoring was Colin Smith. Aiden Troyer comes around to score, and we're tied at 2 with 2 outs in the inning. And the top of the order, Trent Warden coming to the plate.
Now batting shortstop, number 14, Trent Warden.
So 2 big RBIs for Xander Straub. He has a pair of hits, a single and a double, and 2 RBIs for Ridgewood. Tied at 2. So Trent Warden will try to get that runner in from third and give Ridgewood the lead here in the top of the 4th. Pitch on the way. That's going to be a strike. 1 strike the count. Ridgewood with 5 hits in the game. Pitch on the way. He tried to bunt through it but missed it. Strike 2. Third baseman came in charging late. He was back deep, and I'll tell you what, if he gets it down, that's a base hit with Warden's speed. So no balls, 2 strikes, the count. Pitch on the way. Just missed out outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1-2 the count here in the top of the fourth inning. Pitch on the way. That's outside in the dirt as well. 2-2. So Trace Rudder's thrown a bunch of pitches here in the top of the fourth inning. Ridgewood 5 hits in the game compared to 4 for Harrison Central. Pitch on the way. Swung on, line to left field. Left fielder coming on in the run. Makes the catch to retire the side. Nice play by the left fielder. Hit it on the button. But a nice play in left field by Trey Rex. And the inning is over. But 2 big runs crossed the plate for Ridgewood. There was 1 hit, no errors, a couple walks, and 2 runners left. We move to the bottom of the fourth. We're tied at 2. This is high school baseball on WTNS Coshocton.
Looking for a large pizza loaded with toppings? At Domino's Pizza in Coshocton and Newcomerstown, we have a new pizza special. You can now enjoy a large pizza with up to 5 toppings for only $10.99, carry out only. Load your pizza with any 5 delicious toppings, including these meat options: pepperoni, ham, beef, salami, bacon, Italian sausage, premium chicken, or Philly steak. To order your large pizza with up to 5 toppings for only $10.99, call the Coshocton Domino's at 622-9345 or in Newcomerstown at 498-4131.
Advanced Spinal Care and Rehabilitation of Coshocton provides personalized health care that makes a difference. If you've been suffering from neck or back pain, chiropractic care is a non-invasive treatment that can help you feel better. Advanced Spinal Care and Rehabilitation is proud to provide patients with advanced physical medicine. This type of rehabilitation is focused on enhancing and restoring the functional abilities of those suffering from physical impairments. To schedule your appointment, call Advanced Spinal Care and Rehabilitation at 291-8100 or stop by 112 Chestnut Street in Coshocton. In life, you get what you pay for, and you always look to save a little extra cash. But when it comes to your car, do you really want to cut corners? Or do you want to make sure, in the event of an accident, you get your vehicle fixed the right way? Brillhart's Body Shop will give you the quality, attention to detail, and satisfaction you deserve when getting your vehicle fixed. Give Brillhart's Body Shop a call at 740-622-0121 or stop by 622 Main Street in Coshocton.
And Caleb Blount leading off here in the bottom of the fourth inning. And the count is 1 ball, 1 strike. Blount had a base hit his first trip to the plate. Bottom of the fourth, tied at 2. Pitch swung on it high in the air. Center fielder Tingle moving in position, makes the catch for the first out of the inning. Hit it high in the air, but Tingle was right there for out number 1, and that'll bring up Cabot Arbaugh. Arbaugh hit into a 4-6-3 double play back in the second inning. So he'll stand in. 1 out here in the bottom of the fourth. We're tied at 2. District Finals baseball. Pitch on the way. Swung on, fouled at the plate. 1 strike. 1 strike to count. Andy Troyer. 4th inning of work for Ridgewood. As mentioned in the last inning in the ball game, Ridgewood with 5 hits, Harrison Central with 4. 1 strike pitch on the way, swing and a miss, strike 2. Good pitch off-speed pitch by Troyer. So Arbaugh down in the count, 0-2. Pitch on the way, swung on, head high to left field, but left fielder is right there. Strout makes the catch for out number 2. That'll bring up Trey Rex. Rex had a double his first trip to the plate. So 2 outs here. First 2 retired in the bottom of the fourth inning. Left-handed hitter Rex standing in, as mentioned, doubled his first trip to the plate, doubled down the left field line. Hits, nothing across. We go to the 5th inning. We're tied at 2. This is high school baseball on WTNS Coshocton.
It's time to be thinking about those concrete projects. Coshocton Materials offers ready-mix concrete, precast blocks, and a variety of mason and concrete products. Located on County Road 621 in Coshocton, call today for prices and delivery options at 740-722-9015. That's 740-722-9015.
Claxon Custom Printing and Promotions is a proud supporter of high school athletics.
Contact Casey Claxon or Judd Bone at claxonprinting.com for printed t-shirts, embroidery, and branded promotional products for your booster club or business.
We can also help your team set up an online fundraising store to sell your team apparel to fans across the country.
Visit claxonprinting.com or call 740-623-2145.
Coshocton Regional Medical Center has been proudly recognized as a 2021 Top 100 Hospital in the Nation by Fortune and IBM Watson Health. This distinction demonstrates our ongoing commitment to patient-centered care right here in Coshocton. With over 6,000 hospitals in the nation, we are proud of our employees and staff whose hard work and dedication to our patients made us a Top 100 hospital. Coshocton Regional Medical Center, where care matters most.
Top of the fifth inning, and Gabe Tingle leads it off. Hits the first pitch high in the air. That's handled by the shortstop for out number one. So one out, one pitch, one out, and that'll bring up Chase Booth. Booth 0 for 1 officially, popped to short and drew a walk back in the third inning. So one out here in the top of the fifth. Booth standing in. .318 average on the season. Pitch by Ritters, pulled foul down the left field line, strike one. We've moved to the top of the fifth. We're tied at 2. Harrison Central got 2 runs in the third. Ridgewood came back, got 2 in the fourth. Pitch on the way, swung on, it's hit high in the air. Catcher moving over into foul territory, and it hits the screen, so that'll be a strike. Catcher running into the side of the wall there. He's shaking up a bit, but he's ready to go. Count is now 0-2. One out in the top half of inning number 5. We have a 2-2 ball game. Chase Booth, Ridgewood first baseman, standing in. Pitch on the way. Days up, 1 ball, 1 strike. Wind gusting now. Looks like it's blowing out towards left field or in the field, and it's pretty strong. 1-1 the count. Pitch is swung on, hit to the gap in left center field. His left fielder on the run. It's going to get over his head and off the wall. Booth hits first. He rounds and heads into second. He's got a stand-up double. So just talking about that wind, and I think that was a deal there where it just helped it, carried it over the left fielder's head. So now Booth in scoring position with 1 out, and that'll bring up Alex Straub. Straub is a strikeout victim and popped to the pitcher, so 0 for 2, but hit number 6 for Ridgewood. They have a runner at second. Straub standing in. 1 out here in the top of the fifth inning. Pitch on the way, swing on back to the mound. They didn't even look at second. They got the fours, or went to first for the out, but Booth was caught in no man's land. Pitcher didn't look back, so Booth just moved over to third base. Now there's 2 outs as Straub was retired. Pitcher to the first baseman, so 2 down now. And Colby Maslowski, 1 for 2 standing in. He had a base hit to left field his first trip and then hit a fly ball to left field. So Maslowski waiting, pitches outside, ball 1. Runner at third with 2 outs here in the top half of inning number 5. Tied game at 2-2. Colin Smith waiting on deck for Ridgewood. The 2-2, the pitch on the way. That's a good pitch. Strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Took something off, curveball that Maslowski let go for a strike. 1-1 the count. Pitch. 2 balls and a strike. Goes outside. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runner at third base. Pitch on the way, swung on. Hit popped to high in the infield. Shortstop back. They were going to run in, and the center fielder came on and made the play. It looked like they were going to collide out there, but a nice play by Caden Jarosco got over there and make the catch, and that retires the side. In the inning, there was no runs. There was one hit, no errors, and one left. We go to the bottom of the fifth. The score remains tied at 2. This is high school baseball on WTNS Coshocton.
It's time to be thinking about those concrete projects. Coshocton Materials offers ready-mix concrete, precast blocks, and a variety of mason and concrete products. Located on County Road 621 in Coshocton, call today for prices and delivery options at 740-722-9015. That's 740-722-9015.
Claxon Custom Printing and Promotions is a proud supporter of high school athletics.
Contact Casey Claxon or Judd Bone at claxonprinting.com for printed t-shirts, embroidery, and branded promotional products for your booster club or business.
We can also help your team set up an online fundraising store to sell your team apparel to fans across the country.
Visit claxonprinting.com or call 740-623-2145.
Coshocton Regional Medical Center has been proudly recognized as a 2021 Top 100 hospital in the nation by Fortune and IBM Watson Health. This distinction demonstrates our ongoing commitment to patient-centered care right here in Coshocton. With over 6,000 hospitals in the nation, we are proud of our employees and staff whose hard work and dedication to our patients made us a Top 100 hospital. Coshocton Regional Medical Center, where care matters most.
We're back, and Jonathan Vermillion will lead it off here in the bottom of the fifth inning. First pitch is outside, ball one. 1 ball the count. Vermillion was a strikeout victim his first trip to the plate. Andy Troyer on the mound. The pitch is swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike. Trace Rudder, the pitcher, waiting on deck. 1 ball, 1 strike. Pitch on the way, swung on, fouled into the screen. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bottom of the fifth inning, we're tied at 2. Andy Troyer winds and delivers. That'll bring up Trace Rudder. Rudder doubled and scored. 3rd strikeout in the game for Troyer. Pitch on the way, that's going to be high and outside. Ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes here in the bottom of the fifth inning. Pitch on the way, swung on, fouled into the screen. Count even at 1-1. Ridgewood with 6 hits in the game. Harrison Central with 4. Troyer rocks and delivers. Pitch swung on, fouled back over our heads. Count is 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bottom of the fifth inning, game tied at 2. 2 runs in the third for Harrison Central, 2 in the fourth for Ridgewood. Pitch swung on, ground ball foul down the third baseline. Count remains 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Bottom of the fifth, pitch on the way, swung on, got a piece of it, and fouled it out of play. Count remains 1-2. As we mentioned a little bit ago, wind is definitely a factor now, blowing strong out towards left field. Pitch on the way, swung on, fouled again. Count remains 1-2, so Rudder staying alive. Tucker Snyder waiting on deck. Pitch on the way. That's going to stay a little bit outside, 2-2. Didn't miss by much. 2-2 the count. Troyer rocks and delivers. The pitch swung on, ground ball towards Warden at short. Comes up with it. Snap throw across the diamond. Gets by the first baseman, and heading to second's going to be Rudder, and he's going to get in. A throwing error by the shortstop. Warden gets Rudder into scoring position with one out here in the bottom of the 5th inning. First error of the ball game by anybody. And that'll bring up the left-handed hitting Tucker Snyder. He was hit by a pitch and then hit a sacrifice fly to center field, getting Rudder home back in the 3rd inning. So left-handed hitter standing in with one out and a runner at second. Pitch is high, ball 1. Tried a fastball. Stayed up, so 1 ball, no strikes. Harrison Central trying to get the lead here in the bottom half of the 5th inning. Pitch on the way. That's going to be a little bit high and as well, makes it 2-0. Jace Madzai waiting on deck. 2-1 pitch. That's going to catch the corner. Strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike. 2-1 the count. Runner at second. 1 out here in the bottom half of inning number 5. Troyer checks and delivers. Pitch swung on, fouled into the screen. Count is now even at 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Pitch on the way, swung on, he swings through it, strike 3. So big strikeout right there. That's 2 outs, both strikeouts, 4 strikeouts in the ball game, and that'll bring up Madzai. Madzai grounded into a double play in the 1st inning and then launched a home run to left back in the 3rd. So he stands in. Pitch on the way, swung on, he hammers another one towards left field. Left fielder on the run, dives, can't get it, it's off the wall. It'll score 1 run. Madzai rounds first and cruises into second with a double. So a big 2-out double from Madzai puts a runner at second base, and it gives Harrison Central the lead at 3-2. Left fielder Alex Strout made a nice go of it, but just couldn't quite run it down, and they'll probably walk Nemeth intentionally. And the Harrison Central faithful not happy, but second intentional pass to that young man, so it puts runners at first and second now.
Now batting shortstop, number 2, Caden Jarosco.
Caden Jarosco will be the hitter. He's the shortstop. He struck out and hit a fly ball to left. So in the inning, Rudder got aboard on an error, and then Madzai delivers him home with a big double. So first and second now with 2 outs. That ball's fouled out of play. Strike 1 on Jarosco, the shortstop. 3-2. Harrison Central has taken a 1-run lead here in the bottom of the 5th. Checks the runners and the pitch. Going to be on the corner. That's going to be a strike. So 0-2 the count on Jarosco, the shortstop. First and second. Now Troyer steps off and the runner retreats to second base. Now we're ready to go. Troyer winds and delivers. Pitch is hammered deep to left again. Strout moving over to the line. Makes the catch, and that retires the side. But in the inning, at the inning, 1 run for Harrison Central. They had 1 hit. There was 1 error and 2 runners left. We go to the 6th inning. The score now, Harrison Central 3, Ridgewood 2. This is high school tournament baseball on WTNS, Coshocton.
McWayne Ductile is proud to say they've been part of the Coshocton community since 1910. They manufacture ductile iron pipe, fittings, and utility poles. If you'd like to work for one of Coshocton's top employers, they'd like to talk with you. McWayne Ductile has positions available for production supervisor, quality inspector, and engineering management trainees. They offer competitive compensation and benefits package. Apply online at McWayne.com. McWayne is an equal opportunity employer.
Hi, this is Christy from Hubner's Auto Care. Does your vehicle need brakes, shocks, struts, AC work, an oil change, tire rotation, or other mechanical work? If you want honest quality work at reasonable rates, come to Huebner's Auto Care. You can trust our experienced ASC certified technicians to always be upfront with you about what repairs you need or you don't need, and to do those repairs right. For reasonable rates and quality work, it's Huebner's Auto Care, 512 Chestnut Street in Coshocton beside the post office. Call us at 740-622-4587.
Hi, this is Jamie from Witt's Frozen Custard. Have you had your Wits fixed this season? Each day you can choose from chocolate, vanilla, our daily flavor, or our weekly flavor, with over 20 toppings to choose from. Hit a home run with your favorite custard flavor or lunch special for $5 or less. While you're here, check out our to-go freezer loaded with quarts, pints, frozen custard cakes, and Witties. Witt's Frozen Custard is open Monday through Saturday from 11 to 8 and Sunday noon to 8.
Heading to the top half of inning number 6. And for Ridgewood, it'll be Colin Smith, Andy Troyer, and Aiden Troyer. The Warehouse Steakenstein is proud to sponsor today's Player of the Game. Today's Player of the Game will receive a gift certificate for a famous Warehouse cheeseburger and order their legendary onion rings. This is courtesy of Warehouse Steakenstein in Roscoe Village. Ready to resume action. Colin Smith standing in. First pitch is lined to the gap in right center field. That's going to be in the gap and probably for extra bases. Smith with good speed rounds first. Cruises into second. Ball comes in, so hits the first pitch and lines it into right center for a two-base hit. And Ridgewood kind of trying to come right back here in the top of the 6th inning. So Colin Smith, 2 for 2 tonight. He's a walk and scored a run. He's down at second base with nobody out, and that'll bring up Andy Troyer. Troyer's popped a short and hit a fly ball to right. So let's see what they do here. See if they try to move the runner along. Third baseman's playing about 3 or 4 seat. Looks like their first baseman will try to come in, and they'll try to keep the third baseman in play. He squares around. Pitch is high. There's a snap throw down. Almost got him. Good throw by the catcher. And diving back in safely was Colin Smith. So 1 ball's the count. Now Coach Laney wants to have a conversation with Troyer. It's a 1-0 count with a runner down at second base. 7 hits in the ball game for Ridgewood, 5 for Harrison Central. Now the umpires are getting together. Now I think we're ready to resume action. So it counts 1 ball, no strikes on Andy Troyer. First baseman in 5 or 6 steps on the grass. Smith, reasonable lead down at second. Checks, squares around, bunts it up, and foul back to the screen. So it's 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1 the count. Andy Troyer trying to move that runner over to third base. Nobody out here in the top of the 6th inning. Rudder, right-handed pitcher, checks and delivers, squares around. This time bunts through it. Another throw down to second base. Ball gets away from the shortstop, but not far enough for him to advance. So the count now is 1 ball, 2 strikes. So once again, Coach Laney in talking to his hitter. 1 ball, 2 strikes, nobody out, runner at second base. Andy Troyer standing in. Smith lead down at second. 1-2 pitch, curveball called, strike 3. So gets the strikeout for route number 1. Strikeout number 3 for Rudder, and that'll bring up Aiden Troyer, the catcher. So runner down at second with 1 out. Troyer has walked, scored a run, and hit a fly ball to left field. So 1 out here in the top half of inning number 6. Now Troyer will step out, take a couple practice swings and stands back in. Aiden Troyer standing in. Pitch on the way, just missed him. Well, they're going to say it hit him, so he's going to be aboard. Just grazed him. But runners aboard, second, I believe that's the C. Check that to be sure. The first hits batters of the game. So now Ridgewood with runners at first and second. And here comes Xander Straub, who's been a key hitter here in this game. He's 2 for 2, has 2 RBIs, double and a single. And strolling to the mound is going to be the pitching coach. So we'll break away for a moment and be back. This is high school tournament baseball on WTNS Coshocton.
At Village Motors, we take great pride in our product, and we have 2 new models in stock that we're very excited about. Hi, this is Deke Miller, and the full-size Ford Bronco has finally arrived. It is built Ford tough, and it just screams Bronco when you look at it. The Jeep Wrangler will now have a great competitor for years to come. It is the real deal, and you need to see it and drive it for yourself. Also, the Grand Cherokee Extended Length L model has arrived. The first third-seat option for the Grand Cherokee, it combines luxury and off-road capability with the ability to carry 7 passengers. Stop out soon to see the Bronco and the Grand Cherokee L at Village Motors in Millersburg.
We're back, and meeting at the mound is over, and Xander Straub trying to bunt. Fouls it back and off the hand of the catcher, and that stings. There's no doubt about that. Umpire takes the ball out and hands it to the pitcher, just letting the catcher walk it off a little bit. It's 1 strike as Straub bunted through it. Well, he actually foul-tipped it. So it's 1 strike the count. Runners at first and second base with 1 out here in the top half of inning number 6. Straub, the number 9 hitter, is 2 for 2 in the ball game. Checks the runners. Pitch on the way. Swung on. Ground ball towards short. Steps on the bag himself. Does not throw the relay, but they might have him run down. They do. They have Smith trapped. Throws to the catcher, and he throws it into left field, and that's going to be a run. And it may be 2 runs. Ridgewood's going to get 2 runs out of this as the catcher threw it into left field, and everybody scores, and Ridgewood has taken the lead at 4-3. Wow. And I think that injured hand by the catcher was a factor, but the fact remains that the play started. It was a ground ball to short. They got the force out at second base, which was Troyer, so 6 unassisted. They got Smith in a rundown. They threw it to the plate, and back and forth. Then they overthrew him. They're gonna. I don't know why they're appealing it, but they did. But that will be. He got on a fielder's choice and scored all the way around on the air. And Trent Warden, the leadoff hitter, standing in. That's going to be ball 1. One ball the count. High 2 balls and no strikes. 2-0 the count. Ridgewood has scored 2 here in the 6th via the error. Pitch is going to be outside. No, that's going to be a strike. 2-1. Delayed call by the umpire. 2 balls, 1 strike. 2 outs, nobody on base. Pitch on the way. He's grounded in the hole in the left field. Warden with a base hit, his 2nd of the ball game. And that will bring up the center fielder, Gabe Tingle. Tingle 0 for 3. Is grounded to second, struck out, and popped to second, and popped to short. Tingle goes down to talk to Coach Laney. Tingle does like to bunt, so you better be prepared for that. So 2 big runs in the inning for Ridgewood to take a 4-3 lead, and all due to a throwing error. .43 the score. Ridgewood leading. Pitch gets inside. Just missed. Now they've got a runner tagged down second. That throw down. They've got him in a rundown. Throw is not going to be in time as diving back's Warden. 2 hits in the inning, 8 in the ball game, but really the big play was the throwing error that brought 2 runners home. There was nobody backing up the throw, and it went all the way to the left field wall. Pitch is going to be inside, 2-0 to Tingle. The count. Pitch on the way. 3 balls, no strikes. Trace Rudder trying to get out of this jam here. Runners at first base is Trent Warden and Tingle the hitter. Chase Booth waiting on deck. Pitch on the way. That's high ball 4. So another walk. 4th in the game, and that puts runners at first and second, and Chase Booth standing in, and there comes the pitcher, the coach to the mound. Let's see what if they make a change here. 4-3 is the score. They are going to make a pitching change, so we'll break away and be back. This is high school tournament baseball on WTNS Coshocton.
It's time to be thinking about those concrete projects. Coshocton Materials offers ready-mix concrete, precast blocks, and a variety of mason and concrete products. Located on County Road 621 in Coshocton, call today for prices and delivery options at 740-722-9015. That's 740-722-9015.
Advanced Spinal Care and Rehabilitation of Coshocton provides personalized health care that makes a difference. If you've been suffering from neck or back pain, chiropractic care is a non-invasive treatment that can help you feel better. Advanced Spinal Care and Rehabilitation is proud to provide patients with advanced physical medicine. This type of rehabilitation is focused on enhancing and restoring the functional abilities of those suffering from physical impairments. To schedule your appointment, call Advanced Spinal Care and Rehabilitation at 291-8100 or stop by 112 Chestnut Street in Coshocton. In life, you get what you pay for, and you always look to save a little extra cash. But when it comes to your car, do you really want to cut corners? Or do you want to make sure, in the event of an accident, you get your vehicle fixed the right way? Brillhart's Body Shop will give you the quality, attention to detail, and satisfaction you deserve when getting your vehicle fixed. Give Brillhart's Body Shop a call at 740-622-0121 or stop by 622 Main Street in Coshocton.
Claxon Custom Printing and Promotions is a proud supporter of high school athletics.
Contact Casey Claxon or Judd Bone at claxonprinting.com for printed t-shirts, embroidery, and branded promotional products for your booster club or business.
We can also help your team set up an online fundraising store to sell your team apparel to fans across the country.
Visit claxonprinting.com or call 740-623-2145.
Chase Booth standing in as Caleb Blowett coming on in relief for Harrison Central. Ridgewood has 2 runners aboard. There's 2 outs, but 2 runs in, and they lead it 4-3. And that ball's way over the catcher's head and hitter's head, and the runners move up. So a wild pitch. Puts runners at second and third. So Trent Warden down at third, and Gabe Tingle at second. 1 ball the count to Chase Booth. Pitch over his head again. 2-0. So control may be an issue here for Blowett. First one went to the screen, next one over the batter's head. And there's another one that's going to get a run home, and he doesn't cover the plate, and diving in safely. And Ridgewood has added another run on a second wild pitch here, and they move a runner at third base. And now with 3 runs in, Ridgewood has taken a 5-3 lead. 3-0 at the count. Blop winds and delivers, and that's going to be strike 1. So he gets a strike. Tingle stands down at third base. Pitch on the way. It's going to be ball 4, so Booth draws a walk. Back-to-back walks. Runners now at the corners, and Alex Straub, the 8th hitter in the inning, steps in. All runs are unearned here in the 6th inning. Runners at the corners, 1st and 3rd with 2 outs. Pitch is going to be a good fastball for a strike. 1 strike to count on Alex Straub. Straub 0 for 3 officially struck out. He popped to the pitcher and grounded back to the pitcher. So 0 for 3 officially. Pitch on the way, lined hard at the second baseman. He goes to the shortstop covering. That retires the side. But in the inning, it was a big one for Ridgewood. They get 3 big runs. They had 1 2-base hits. There was 1 big error and 2 runners left. We go to the bottom of the 6th. The score now is Ridgewood 5, Harrison Central 3. This is high school baseball on WTNS, Coshocton.
Coshocton Regional Medical Center has been proudly recognized as a 2021 Top 100 hospital in the nation by Fortune and IBM Watson Health. This distinction demonstrates our ongoing commitment to patient-centered care right here in Coshocton. With over 6,000 hospitals in the nation, we are proud of our employees and staff whose hard work and dedication to our patients made us a Top 100 hospital. Coshocton Regional Medical Center, where care matters most.
McWayne Ductile is proud to say they've been part of the Coshocton community since 1910. They manufacture ductile iron pipes, fittings, and utility poles. If you'd like to work for one of Coshocton's top employers, they'd like to talk with you. McWayne Ductile has positions available for production entry level with wages starting at $19.67 per hour and electricians starting at $29.89 per hour. Plus, they offer competitive benefit packages. Please apply online at McWayne.com. McWayne is an equal opportunity employer.
We're back. Ridgewood with 3 big runs in the top of the 6th have taken a 5-3 lead here as we move to the bottom half of inning number 6. The Warehouse Steakenstein is proud to sponsor today's Player of the Game. Today's Player of the Game will receive a gift certificate for a famous Warehouse cheeseburger and order their legendary onion rings. This is courtesy of Warehouse Steakenstein in Rusco Village. Caleb Blowett will lead it off here in the bottom half of the 6th. He has a base hit and a fly ball to center. Pitch is lined towards center field. It's going to drop for a base hit. So Blowett hits the first pitch for a single to center field. So Harrison Central trying to get something going as they have a base hit. Hit number 6 in the ball game for Harrison Central.
First baseman, number 18, Cabot Arball.
Cabot Arball stands in. He grounded into a double play and it's a fly ball to left. So running out first base here, nobody out in the bottom half of inning number 6. 5-3 Ridgewood with a 2-run lead. Checks and delivers. That's going to be high, ball 1. 1 ball the count. Troyer throws, snap throw to first, but gets back safely. Another nice crowd on hand here at Harrison Central. Timeout called as the runner at first base. Now we're ready to go. 1 ball the count. Runner at first base, nobody out. Leadoff runner aboard. Pitch on the way, swing and a miss, strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Trey Rex waiting on deck. Pitch on the way, swung on line to left field. That's going to get down for a base hit. So back-to-back hits to start the bottom of the 6th inning for Harrison Central. Puts runners at first and second with nobody out, and Trey Rex heads to the plate. Left fielder Straub was really deep with that strong wind blowing to left. It makes a difference. Now, Chad Laney, the coach, heading to the mound.
Runner number 5, Caden Dunkel.
Pinch runner will be for Harrison Central. And we're going to have looks like a pitching change here as well. So we'll break away and be back. This is high school tournament baseball on WTNS Coshocton.
If you are involved in an accident, you want your vehicle to be repaired quickly and correctly? I'm Stacy Rice, Office Manager of Coshocton Collision, where we put you, the customer, first. We complete your auto body repairs as promised, we guarantee our work, and we use the latest environmental friendly paint products from PPG. Whenever you are involved in a collision, come to Coshocton Collision Center, 225 Main Street in Town Center, Coshocton, across from Wilson's Carpet and Furniture, or call us at 623-7347.
At Village Motors, we take great pride in our product, and we have 2 new models in stock that we're very excited about. Hi, this is Deke Miller, and the full-size Ford Bronco has finally arrived. It is built Ford tough, and it just screams Bronco when you look at it. The Jeep Wrangler will now have a great competitor for years to come. It is the real deal, and you need to see it and drive it for yourself. Also, the Grand Cherokee Extended Length L model has arrived. The first third-seat option for the Grand Cherokee, it combines luxury and off-road capability with the ability to carry 7 passengers. Stop out soon to see the Bronco and the Grand Cherokee L at Village Motors in Millersburg.
In life, you get what you pay for, and you always look to save a little extra cash. But when it comes to your car, do you really want to cut corners? Or do you want to make sure, in the event of an accident, you get your vehicle fixed the right way? Brillhart's Body Shop will give you the quality, attention to detail, and satisfaction you deserve when getting your vehicle fixed. Give Brillhart's Body Shop a call at 740-622-0121 or stop by 622 Main Street in Coshocton.
And back here, and Trent Warden is going to come in relief. He is on the season with a record of 2 wins, 4 losses, has a 4.24 ERA on the season. In the infield, Troyer moves to third base. Chase Booth will go to shortstop. And at first base will now be Colin Smith. And stepping to the plate will be Trey Rex, the left fielder. He's 1 for 2 officially. Squares around and strike one and trying to bunt. So Rex standing in, as mentioned, has a double and is grounded to first, retired unassisted. Smith moving in on the from first base, squares and pops it up. They're going to try to run it down, but can't. It'll be a foul. So count now 0-2 as he bunted through the first one for strike one, and then that time fouls it off back to the screen. So 0-2 the count on Rex. Trey Rex trying to do some damage. Big hole on the left side of the infield for now Booth slides over to shortstop, and then stepping out will be Rex. Trent Warden on in relief. Checks the runner down at second base. Pitch on the way. Ground ball towards short. Shortstop comes up with it. Snap throw to third and got the force. So good job by Booth cutting out the lead runner. Getting on base was Rex on the fielder's choice. He moves to first. Our ball went to second and retired. Short the third baseman was Blott. So there's now 1 out. And Vermillion steps to the plate. Vermillion's been a strikeout victim both times here tonight. Pitch on the way, ground ball up the middle, and double play ball, bobbled, and he tags the runner, throws to first, in time for the double play. So nice play by Ridgewood. The second baseman, Stroup, bobbled it, but tagged the runner and then threw quickly to first base for the double play, and the inning is over. No runs. There were 2 hits, but only 1 runner left. We go to the 7th inning. The score remains Ridgewood 5, Harrison Central 3. This is high school baseball on WTNS Coshocton.
Advanced Spinal Care and Rehabilitation of Coshocton provides personalized health care that makes a difference. If you've been suffering from neck or back pain, chiropractic care is a non-invasive treatment that can help you feel better. Advanced Spinal Care and Rehabilitation is proud to provide patients with advanced physical medicine. This type of rehabilitation is focused on enhancing and restoring the functional abilities of those suffering from physical impairments. To schedule your appointment, call Advanced Spinal Care and Rehabilitation at 291-8100 or stop by 112 Chestnut Street in Coshocton.
It's time to be thinking about those concrete projects. Coshocton Materials offers ready-mix concrete, precast blocks, and a variety of mason and concrete products. Located on County Road 621 in Coshocton, call today for prices and delivery options at 740-722-9015. That's 740-722-9015.
Moving to the seventh inning for Ridgewood, it'll be Colby Maslowski, Colin Smith, and Andy Troyer. For the Generals, we're in the top of the seventh, 5-3. Ridgewood with the lead. Winner of this game to move on to the regional tournament. That game will be playing the winner of the Northmore Liberty Union game. I guess that game will be played Saturday due to graduate weather today caused a cancellation, and there's graduation tomorrow, so they'll play that game Saturday. And I believe it's next Thursday that'll be the regional game. So Maslowski standing in. First pitch is strike one. Good fastball. Maslowski 1 for 3 has a base hit. Back in the second. Pitch is fouled down the right side now to play. So no balls, 2 strikes. He also hit a fly ball to left and popped to short. So no balls, 2 strikes on Maslowski here leading off in the seventh inning. 0-2 pitch, fastball, just missed. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Colin Smith, who's had a big day, waiting on deck. Pitch on the way, ground ball, fair down in the left field corner. It just got over the bag. Maslowski hits first. And he'll retreat as the throw comes into the infield. So a base hit for Maslowski, leading off the inning. Hit number 9 for the Generals. A lot of base hits. Now, coming in to talk is Coach Laney, and I think the reason, they're bringing in a pinch runner.
Pinch runner number 24, Quincy Haynes.
Quincy Haynes is going to come in to pinch run. So Haynes is aboard as a pinch runner for Maslowski. Hit number 9 for the Generals. And Colin Smith, 2 for 2 officially, has a base hit. He's walked, scored a run. Had a double and scored a run. Last inning led things off by doubling to the gap in right center field. Good lead. Pitch is in the dirt, and they're going to say it hit him. So a hit batsman puts runners at first and second with nobody out, and that'll bring up Andy Troyer. And now heading to the mound will be the pitching coach or manager for Harrison Central. They're going to make a pitching change, so we'll break away again. This is high school baseball on WTNS Coshocton.
Claxon Custom Printing and Promotions is a proud supporter of high school athletics.
Contact Casey Claxon or Judd Bone at claxonprinting.com for printed t-shirts, embroidery, and branded promotional products for your booster club or business.
We can also help your team set up an online fundraising store to sell your team apparel to fans across the country.
Visit claxonprinting.com or call 740-623-2145.
Coshocton Regional Medical Center has been proudly recognized as a 2021 Top 100 Hospital in the Nation by Fortune and IBM Watson Health. This distinction demonstrates our ongoing commitment to patient-centered care right here in Coshocton. With over 6,000 hospitals in the nation, we are proud of our employees and staff whose hard work and dedication to our patients made us a Top 100 hospital. Coshocton Regional Medical Center, where care matters most.
McWayne Ductile is proud to say they've been part of the Coshocton community since 1910. They manufacture ductile iron pipe, fittings, and utility poles. If you'd like to work for one of Coshocton's top employers, they'd like to talk with you. McWayne Ductile has positions available for production supervisor, quality inspector, and engineering management trainees. They offer competitive compensation and benefits package. Apply online at McWayne.com. McWayne is an equal opportunity employer.
At Jeff Drennan Ford, we are celebrating Memorial Day during the whole month of.
We're back, and Trace Rudder's back in to pitch as they make a pitching change. There's no outs, but 2 runners aboard here in the top of the 7th inning, and Andy Troyer steps in 0 for 3. He's been a strikeout victim, fly to right, and that popped to short. Infield in. Third baseman coming in. Squares to bunt, gets it down nicely, and only plays at first base, and they retire him. But Troyer does his job. He gets the sacrifice and moves runners along. Moving down to third would be
Number 21, Aiden Troyer.
Haynes, and into second base goes Colin Smith. So runners now at second and third with 1 out, and Aiden Troyer steps to the plate. So 1 out and Troyer standing in. He's 0 for 1 officially. Hit a fly ball to left, was walked, scored a run, and was hit by a pitch. Pitch on the way. High and tight, ball 1. One ball the count. Infield in. Check, and that's going to be a little bit on a strike on the corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Runners at second and third for Ridgewood, trying to get some insurance runs here in the top of the 7th inning. Pitch on the way. That's going to be just outside. 2 balls and a strike. 2 balls, 1 strike. Quincy Haynes at third, and down at second base is going to be Colin Smith. Infield, as mentioned, is in. Now stepping out is going to be Troyer. He'll step back in. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Pitch on the way. It's going to be high and outside. Count 3-1. Xander Straub has been kind of the star of the game, is waiting on deck. Pitch on the way outside, and he'll get a walk, and that'll bring up Xander Straub. Bases loaded with 1 out. And all Straub's done is had a base hit. He had a double driving in 2 runs, and had got on a fielder's choice and came all the way around to score the lead run on the throwing error by the Harrison Central catcher, and that's put Ridgewood in front 4-3. So he's been the star of the game thus far. And he's in a position now to add some insurance runs with the bases loaded and only 1 out here in the inning. Third walk of the game, 5th walk of the game, outside, ball 1.
Pitch runner at first base, number 8, Aiden Sparger.
Sparger running at first base for Ridgewood. Getting an opportunity. Bases loaded with only 1 out here in the top of the 7th. Ridgewood trying to break it open here. Pitch to Straub is going to be off the plate, 2-0. As Rutter's come on in relief and has not been able to find the strike zone. 2 balls, no strikes. Bases loaded for Ridgewood in the top of the 7th inning. They lead it 5-3. Pitch on the way. That's going to be a strike. 2 balls, 1 strike. 2-1 the count. Trace Rudder Checks and the 2-1 coming in. Ball's hit high on the left. That's going to get a run home. Tagging up makes the catch. Here comes the throw in, but it's not going to be in time. It's going to be another RBI for Xander Stroup, an insurance run for Ridgewood, and they now lead it 6-3.
Now batting number 14, Trent Warden.
2 outs, and that'll bring the top of the order up, Trent Warden. 3 RBIs in the ball game for Xander Stroup, plus scoring the lead run in the game. 2 outs now here in the top of the 7th, and the top of the order, Trent Warden. Warden 2 for 4 officially. Pitch on the way, outside, ball 1. Runners are still at first and second. But now 2 outs in the inning. Gabe Tingle waiting on deck for the Generals. 1 ball the count. Pitch on the way. It's going to catch the corner, strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Slow curveball. 1-1 the count. And a productive 6th and 7th inning for Ridgewood. They got 3 in the 6th, added another here in the 7th, and have a 6-3 lead. Pitch on the way is hit, slapped into right field. Let's see if he can't get it. It's going to drop for a base hit. Rounding third. Here comes the throw to the plate, and it's going to be late, and a run will score. Trent Warden with his 3rd hit of the game gives Ridgewood a 7-3 lead, and as Smith comes around to score. So a 3-hit day for Trent Warden. Nice guide for him. And Gabe Tingle steps to the plate, 0 for 3 with a walk. 7-3, 4-run lead now for Ridgewood. Pitch on the way, swung on, bouncing ball up the middle. Shortstop comes up with it. Throw to first is in time, and that retires the side as Tingle grounds second or short to first. But in the inning, 2 more runs for Ridgewood. They have 1 hit, 2 hits in the inning. There were no errors, and runner left on base. We go to the bottom of the score is 7-3, Ridgewood out in front. We'll be back. This is high school baseball on WTNS Coshocton.
At Jeff Drennan Ford, we are celebrating Memorial Day during the whole month of May by putting more money in your pocket. This month only, you'll get $2,500 minimum for your trade-in. We have the inventory and the financing regardless of your budget or credit history. Visit us at the area's largest selection of quality pre-owned cars under $20,000. Come experience the Jeff Drennan Ford difference at 801 South 2nd Street in Coshocton.
Hi, this is Jamie from Witt's Frozen Custard. Have you had your Wits fixed this season? Each day you can choose from chocolate, vanilla, our daily flavor, or our weekly flavor, with over 20 toppings to choose from. Hit a home run with your favorite custard flavor or lunch special for $5 or less. While you're here, check out our to-go freezer loaded with quarts, pints, frozen custard cakes, and Witties. Witt's Frozen Custard is open Monday through Saturday from 11 to 8 and Sunday noon to 8.
If you own a farm, you know that a one-size-fits-all insurance policy isn't a smart way to do business. I'm John Iannello, your American National Insurance Agent in Coshocton, Holmes, and surrounding counties. American National can provide you with a flexible farm package that allows you to customize a policy to match your individual needs. Call me at 740-295-9460 because while you know your business, we know how to help insure it.
Bottom of the 7th, last chance for Harrison Central. They'll send up Trace Rudder, then the top of the order. Rudder is 1 for 2 officially. He's doubled, scored a run, and reached on an error by the shortstop back in inning number 5, so he'll lead it off here. 7-3, Ridgewood leads by 4 as we head to the bottom of the 7th inning. Troyer in on the edge of the grass at third base. First pitch is ball 1. Ridgewood trying to move on here and move into the regional tournament. Pitch is swing and a miss, strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Ridgewood's last appearance in the regional was 4 years ago when they moved it to the state finals. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Good fastball by Warden. He's out in front, 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, nobody out here in the bottom of the 7th. Trent Warden on in relief of Andy Troyer, trying to clip. 2 balls, 2 strikes. On Rudder. Warden's pitch, swung on right and misses it, strikes him out. So first strikeout for Warden, who's been on in relief. So 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th, and that'll bring up the top of the order and Tucker Snyder. Snyder in the ball game 0 for 2 officially. Well, actually 0 for 1. He was hit by a pitch, hit a sacrifice fly, and it was a strikeout victim back in the 5th. Left-handed hitter waiting. Fastball, strike 1. So 1 out here in the inning as Ridgewood trying to move on with a win here this evening. Pitch on the way, swinging, chopped foul over towards the Ridgewood bench. 0-2, Warden out in front in the count. No balls, 2 strikes. 1 out. Warden curveball, called strike 3, caught the outside corner. So back-to-back strikeouts, and that'll bring up Jace Madzai. So Madzai's had a good night at the plate. He's had a home run and a double, and has grounded into a double play. So last hope for Harrison Central is Madzai. Has good power as he's shown already this evening. Pitch is called strike 1. Taking all the way. One strike pitch. Going to be down low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Troyer in his second inning, or the Warden in his second inning relief, trying to get a save for the starter, Andy Troyer. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Pitch on the way. That's going to be a little high in his own. 2-1. Tristan Nemeth waiting on deck. 2-1 count. Swinging him and foul back to the screen. Count even at 2-2. So Ridgewood 1 strike away from moving on. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom half of inning number 7. Ridgewood leading at 7-3. 2-2 pitch on the way. Swung on, ground ball towards second. Help up, throw to first. That's the ball game, and Ridgewood is moving on as they go to the regional tournament as they defeat Harrison Central here this afternoon by a score of 7-3. We'll be back and tell you about it. This is high school baseball on WTNS Coshocton.
R.J. Wright & Sons is proud of the fact that they continue to be a locally owned family business. R.J. Wright & Sons is an industry leader in providing complete residential and commercial fuel needs. They offer a full line of ag diesel, lubricants, and gasoline. You can't go wrong with the right fuel. R.J. Wright & Sons is truly a full-service company with competitive pricing and great customer service. Call R.J. Wright & Sons at 740-498-6236 or 1-800-BP-FUELS, or stop by one of R.J. Wright & Sons' 3 locations in New Comerstown, New Philadelphia, or Caldwell.
At Village Motors, we take great pride in our product, and we have 2 new models in stock that we're very excited about. Hi, this is Deke Miller, and the full-size Ford Bronco has finally arrived. It is built Ford tough, and it just screams Bronco when you look at it. The Jeep Wrangler will now have a great competitor for years to come. It is the real deal, and you need to see it and drive it for yourself. Also, the Grand Cherokee Extended Length L model has arrived. The first 3rd-seat option for the Grand Cherokee, it combines luxury and off-road capability with the ability to carry 7 passengers. Stop out soon to see the Bronco and the Grand Cherokee L at Village Motors in Millersburg.
Advanced Spinal Care and Rehabilitation of Coshocton provides personalized health care that makes a difference. If you've been suffering from neck or back pain, chiropractic care is a non-invasive treatment that can help you feel better. Advanced Spinal Care and Rehabilitation is proud to provide patients with advanced physical medicine. This type of rehabilitation is focused on enhancing and restoring the functional abilities of those suffering from physical impairments. To schedule your appointment, call Advanced Spinal Care and Rehabilitation at 291-8100 or stop by 112 Chestnut Street in Coshocton. In life, you get what you pay for, and you always look to save a little extra cash. But when it comes to your car, do you really want to cut corners? Or do you want to make sure, in the event of an accident, you get your vehicle fixed the right way? Brillhart's Body Shop will give you the quality, attention to detail, and satisfaction you deserve when getting your vehicle fixed. Give Brillhart's Body Shop a call at 740-622-0121 or stop by 622 Main Street in Coshocton.
We're back at Harrison Central at Mazeroski Field here this afternoon, where Ridgewood is moving on in the tournament as they defeat Harrison Central by a score of 7-3. And it was a good ball game all the way through. Harrison Central actually jumped out the early lead, led 2-0 after 3 innings. Ridgewood countered right back in the 4th inning as the Generals got 2 big runs. They led it off with they got a walk by Colin Smith, a walk to Aiden Troyer, and then Xander Straub ripped a 2-run double, and Ridgewood tied it at 2. It stayed that way till Harrison Central got a run in the back in the bottom of the 5th to take a 3-2 lead, and in the top of the 6th, 3 big ones from Ridgewood, and everything happened with 2 outs. It started out with a double by Colin Smith. They had a strikeout, then a hit batter had runners at first and second, and then they got a force for 2 outs in the inning. And then what happened was Xander Straub hit a ground ball to shortstop, stepped on the base to get the force out. They had a rundown with Colin Smith, who got caught between second and third. But the catcher threw the ball into left field, and 2 runs scored. Xander Straub being the first one to get home, the second one actually, and they took a 4-3 lead. Ridgewood added another run in the inning on a base hit and a walk, and they took a 5-3 lead to the 7th. And in the top of the 7th, Ridgewood added 2 more as they had a couple base hits and another RBI sacrifice by Xander Straub, and they took a 7-3 lead, and then he went on to win it 7-3. In the ball game for Ridgewood, they had 7 runs. They had 10 hits in the game. They committed 1 error, and they left 10 runners on base. Harrison Central had 3 runs, 7 hits. They committed 1 big error, and they left 6 runners on base. The winning pitcher tonight is Andy Troyer, with a good job in relief from Trent Warden, who came in the 6th inning to get the save for the Generals. Losing pitcher was Trace Rudder for Harrison Central. Hitting stars in the game. Obviously a big night for Xander Straub, who had a couple hits and scored 3 runs and drove in 3 runs to lead the way. Trent Warden also had 3 hits from the top of the order for Ridgewood. For Harrison Central, a big home run by Jace Madzai hit a home run, and a double by Trace Ritter got another run in, and that was the hitting stars for Harrison Central. So last order of business for us here this evening is going to be the Warehouse Steakenstein player of the game. We're going to give that to Xander Straub. Straub, as mentioned earlier, was involved in about everything offensively. Was 2 for 3 at the plate, scored a run, drove in 3. He'll be the recipient of a gift certificate good for a famous Warehouse cheeseburger and order of their legendary onion rings. This is courtesy of Warehouse Steakenstein in Roscoe Village. Want to thank Fred Williams and his gang from Claxon Communications once again for doing the video stuff, and Katie Holtzback at WTNS Central. Once again, the final score here this afternoon is Ridgewood moving on to the regional as they defeat Harrison Central by a score of 7-3. I'm Steve Corries. Have a nice night, everyone.
Thank you for joining us for this WTNS Sports broadcast. Audio CDs are available by calling WTNS Radio at 740-622-1560. WTNS Coshocton. We are the sports voice of East Central Ohio.